The whole damn day is great. J.D. got mugged on the way into work.
Are you kidding?
On the subway, yeah. Hey, Jay, I didn't even want to hear this story.
Just this morning?
Just a few minutes ago he got mugged. Yeah, he got punched in the face. The guys came in and started telling me. I said, well, you might as well tell everyone on the air, because he didn't even call the cops. What happened, if you could tell me?
All right, so I'm on the... If I can tell you. So I'm on the train.
Well, you might be traumatized.
Can you talk?
Yeah, well, I can hardly talk normally.
It's true.
So I'm on...
You know, when somebody gets assaulted, you can go into shock. Do you know that?
Well, I was definitely shocked, like, right after it happened.
Right,
So.
J.D. used to be an intern for us, and now he pulls clips off of TV shows for us. Basically, it's his job.
He watches television.
He watches television for us.
He's an associate producer.
Is that right?
Media producer.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what it is that happened to you. You were on the subway.
I was on the subway on my way to work, and I come in. I get on the train about 1:45 or so to get here around 3. And so...
Where do you come in from?
Brooklyn.
Wow.
So
1:45 from Brooklyn to get here at 3?
Well, yeah, it takes a little while.
Wow.
And then,
What? From Brooklyn?
Yeah.
1:45?
I live towards the bottom. Like, it takes a while.
Okay.
What do you take, the F train?
Yeah. So I'm right.
Why is that funny that you take the F train?
Well, dude, I just don't. No.
What, you don't want to yell out the name?
Oh, you want people to know you're on the F train? I mean,
They seem to already know you're there.
Maybe it's good if some people know you're on the F train. They can help you.
What's your address?
Are you the only guy on the F train at that time in the morning?
No, there's usually like homeless people at least.
All right.
And today there were like 2. And one was laying down sleeping, and the other one was in the corner. So we pull into a stop, and there were 3 black guys. And so
really?
Yeah.
3 of them.
So
They got on the train?
At least I believe they were black.
How old do you think? You were probably like 15.
They were around. They were either my age or younger.
All right.
So they get on. I have my headphones on. And I'm trying not to like look at them or anything. To just start something.
So you're being horribly racist.
So
You might as well look.
Yeah. How bad does your heart start beating real fast when those 3 black guys walk in? You know there's going to be hijinks.
You're doing some racial profiling?
Whenever they start sort of like walking around the whole train or whatever,
They don't take a seat.
And meanwhile, there's no cop. It's the perfect place for a crime. No one's going to catch these guys.
Well, they can't have a cop in every car, which is what they need.
That's what I'm saying. And you're trapped in a metal box with these maniacs.
Yeah.
So they started messing with the homeless guy. I don't know exactly.
It's like right out of a Charles Bronson movie. What was the one where
Death Wish.
Death Wish, where he takes the gun out and shoots these guys. So that's why my hero was that guy.
Bernhard Goetz.
Bernhard Goetz, man. I love that dude.
Yeah, why should you have to put up with this?
Yeah.
People are saying, Bernie was wrong.
I mean, I'm not allowed to shoot guys. Anybody who takes the subway at 1:45 in the morning should have a gun with them. Should be allowed. It should be legal. Unless you're going to provide a cop.
And you have a badge that says, I take the subway at night.
Yeah.
There should be, you're right, there should be a cop on the
Well, there can't be. You can't have a cop for every aspect of society. So, Bernie Goetz said, I keep getting mugged. I'm taking a gun with me.
Right.
I don't want to keep getting, I could get killed.
He sort of looks like Bernhard Goetz.
Yeah. No, Bernhard Goetz looks muscular compared to him.
But you're right, that thinking is completely logical. Who could argue with that? I kept getting mugged, so I brought a gun.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Well, they were mad. He kept shooting the guy, making sure he was dead.
Yeah,
and he got belligerent.
He went a little nuts.
So you're sitting there, the 3 black guys there. First, before they get their hands on you, they probably figured they had a lot of time. They go over to the homeless guy.
Yeah, they started messing with the homeless guy.
Like, what do they do to him?
You know what? I wasn't really looking, and I didn't want to listen. I had my headphones on. I was just trying to I don't know what I was trying to do.
Are they like poking him?
Your turn was
coming. I
was
don't know.
The guy,
I think they were.
The guy sleeping?
Yeah, he was sleeping, and he got up, and he lit a cigarette, and he looked all frazzled, and...
Wait, you can't smoke on a subway?
Oh, wow. And
he lit a cigarette, and what were they doing to him? Like smacking him around?
They weren't slapping him, but they were like sort of like, I think they were yelling at him a little bit.
So he got up and lit a cigarette.
Imagine their lives. They're hassling a homeless guy. He's got nothing.
So he sat up, and then they carried on an umbrella and a book bag, and one of them grabbed the book bag, and the homeless guy tried to chase him out. He grabbed the umbrella and tried to chase him out. But there were 3 of them, so like 2 were at one door. And they were holding the doors so the train wouldn't leave. So the homeless guy went with the umbrella to attack the 2 guys at the end. And I was sitting there at one of the other doors, and the guy... One of the guys came up and punched me like right in the cheek.
Wait a second. So the train stops.
Yeah.
The doors open.
Yeah.
The 3 guys hold the doors open.
Yeah.
Why are they holding the doors open again?
Because they don't want the train to leave. Like the homeless guy was basically pushing them out, wanting them to leave, and they didn't want to leave.
All right. So you said, "How about I get out of this train?"
I could. Well, where was I gonna go? This was like very early, like 5 stops into, and it takes like 50 stops.
All right, but it seems like you got up at that point, and then the guy punched you in the face.
Well, no. I was sitting there, and you know, he was reaching in, and he punched me in the cheek.
You were near the door. While he was holding the door open, he managed to punch you in the face.
Well, while the doors were being open or whatever, because they couldn't close them.
Yeah.
He reached in and punched me, and my glasses flew. So I went to grab my glasses.
It's not funny, Artie.
Did you explain you worked on the Howard Stern show?
A black guy punched my glasses off.
Did it hurt? I mean, he connected right into your face.
I don't know if it was a shock. It hurt a little bit, but nothing like...
Dude, don't say cheek. You got punched in the jaw. You sound like a broad or something. Right.
Yeah, I got news for you, man. I grew up with black people. I've been punched in the face. It hurts.
But you were punched directly. He's punching outside the train.
Yeah, I've never been punched from outside the train. Like the hand just came in and caught you one?
Yeah, he reached in and punched me.
Like thing.
Now, what do you do? You know, it's so humiliating because you're a grown man and you'd like to... Don't you wish you do karate or something?
I was like...
you can handle yourself.
I stood up and I was in shock. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. And so the homeless guy is still dealing with the other guys. And the guy's at the door. He's like, give me your money. Give me your money.
Said to you?
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, give me your money. I was like, I have none.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to sit back down. I'm trying to feel my nose to see if I'm bleeding or something.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys are still running around, trying to hold the doors open.
Did you tell
a long time?
JD, did you tell those guys that you went to film school?
Did you tell them you work at K-Rock and there's no way you could have money?
There is no way you have money.
Tell them you work for Tom Giussano. They would have said, oh, sorry, man. I didn't realize things were that bad.
Let me give you a little something.
Yeah, right, to give you money.
So then the guy comes back up to me and he's like, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I was like, I guess.
Wait, one of the muggers?
Yeah.
That was nice.
The guy that punched me.
He said, are you okay?
Yeah.
Is he bigger than you or is he a kid?
I couldn't really, because he was wearing sort of oversized clothes.
He was 10 years old.
You mean a black guy on the subway was wearing oversized clothes?
Oh, him? We've been looking for him.
I know that guy.
Get that guy.
I've seen that guy.
We all know
I've seen that guy everywhere. Are you okay? Because if you are, I'll punch you again.
He asked me for my money again after that, and I was like, I have no money. And he saw that I was wearing headphones, so he said, just give me your CD player then. I was like, just take it, dude. And I gave him this.
What CD was in the player?
This CD, Probot CD, just nothing.
What is that?
It's Dave Grohl's heavy metal band.
A kid hates it.
It's okay.
That kid will freak when he hears that.
You got him back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So then I gave him the CD player and he says, you say anything, I'll break your face.
To who are you going to say something to? The homeless guy?
I was like... Yeah, okay.
Don't say anything on the Howard Stern show about this.
So they got off and got into the next car. I was in, like, the second car, and the train left, and I just sat there. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Some guy sitting there with your CD player. Doesn't that make you angry?
The train was empty.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you angry that he has your CD player?
Well, the whole situation makes me angry, but,
do you wish you could have done something? Do you wish you were more intimidating so that people wouldn't even think of
course.
bothering you?
Hey, I'm with you, though, man. I would have been crapping my pants.
Did it ever occur to you to swing?
Yeah, punch back.
Yeah, oh, great.
Yeah, so I can have the 2 other guys.
That's not a good move.
So I have all 3 of them beating the crap out of me. Instead of giving them a $50 CD player, I'll have like hundreds of dollars in medical bills.
This homeless guy, though, seemed to hold his own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
The homeless guy
off the train.
The homeless guy smoking a cigarette with a martini in the corner.
You should dress like a girl on the subway.
Oh, that's worse.
Thanks.
That's worse.
Get in a dress. You should wear a Superman outfit. Then they wouldn't mess with you. Hey, it's Superman. We better get out of here. Hey, who's that? That's Superman.
Yeah, how could JD look intimidating?
I mean, if there were a catalog of mug candidates, JD is the perfect look.
Absolutely.
Well, I sort of tried to not look like a victim, but it's kind of hard.
It's so bad for you. I'm going to give you an iPod photo. The newest member of the iPod family.
There you go.
Put your music and your digital photo library in your iPod, and then give it to a black guy on the side.
I can't wait to have that stolen.
Hey, black guys, he has an iPod.
Should I not give this to you, or is this going to be stolen?
I'll take it.
All right.
As a gift, we're giving you a $20,000 diamond watch.
All right, so JD gets an iPod. Oh, that's awful, man. Sorry. Fred, what would you have done? Because Fred's crazy.
Well, a couple of things he did wrong. Number one, never wear headphones on the subway.
Right.
What else am I going to do?
No, you're a target. You got to. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You got to pay attention. You got to keep looking around.
Well, let's say he was paying attention. How would
he would have seen the 3 black guys walking to the subway.
He wouldn't have missed.
I would have heard them yelling at me.
You should have looked that bastard in the eye, because then at least you got a shot of, like, if he's going to come at you, then you can run out the door.
Then he's really screwed.
Yeah, he's out there with
You're going to punch him out on the...
At least he could run out of the subway stop or something. At least he's mobile. He's trapped in that car like a rat.
Well, the trains, they're like...
You know what I would have done?
Apart, so it's like... You know what
I would have done?
Number 3, I would have kicked him right in the...
I would have said to the guy, I would say, look, man, you got to leave... And then I start talking black when I see these guys. I do. I go, look, man.
It's a good move.
You got to leave me alone, man. I got HIV/AIDS.
That's a good one.
That's what I say always.
I would have just kicked him right in the square.
Now, you know what you did wrong, JD? Here it is. You moved to New York.
How about let's put him in some self-defense classes?
No.
Because I want him to be able to handle himself.
I took self-defense, and it only confused me. Like, I think I would normally just, like, punch a guy. Now I'm, like, getting in a stance. Like I'm preparing for my fight.
There's no self-defense. You got one guy who's willing to be a criminal. They're going to hit you.
3 guys.
Yeah, he could train for the next 10 years. He could never beat up that black guy.
Well, in the movies, these guys take on 50 guys.
That's called the movies. I'm not some ninja. I'm not Jackie Chan.
You're kidding. You're not?
Oh, Robin, I went to film school. Those movies aren't real.
It's times like those, man. I wish I was like Chuck Zito. Like completely muscular and know how to box. And
wearing a long leather duster.
Yeah, no one would screw with him on the subway.
Well, it would never happen, but when you look like Bill Gates' nerdier brother...
You know how trapped he was, Howard?
What?
You know how trapped he was?
I know, I've been there.
No, but when you're on a subway, you can go between cars and open those doors.
Yeah.
The F train, which is what he takes, those are locked.
Yeah.
So you're really locked.
Yeah, just in case.
Why did they lock those?
I don't know
because it makes it easier for the black guys to get you up.
You know what the F train stands for? You're effed.
It's like a steel cage match. You can't get out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where the WWE got that.
Yeah. Can you describe the guy? Maybe we can put out an APB.
Hey, baggy pants, right?
Yeah, baggy pants.
Oversized clothes.
Was he a dark-skinned black guy or light-skinned?
I think he was light-skinned. He sort of had slanty eyes, so I'm not...
an Asian black.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was Filipino or what the...
Those are your most endurable blacks, the Asian blacks.
I'm telling you, the black is the better mugger.
Did you call the cops?
No. What was I going to do? They were like homeless guys, like from 3 stops on, where they were like yelling at whoever, like they must have attacked them or something. Like,
what does that got to do with whether you called the cops?
I said to him, did you call the cops? And he said no, because the guy said if I call the cops, he's going to beat me up. And
so instead you're going to tell him on the radio?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do after, call the cops now?
Well, maybe they could stop them from marauding along.
He's right.
Makes you rethink the whole John Rocker thing.
It's bad enough you feel like a girl when you get mugged and you can't do anything about it. Right. Then when you go to a cop, you even feel more like a girl.
Yeah. Because then you got to relive it.
Because the cop is standing there going, oh, they got you, huh?
Oh, and a New York cop.
You couldn't do anything about it,
A New York cop does not want to hear it.
He's busy dealing with terrorists.
Hey, here's Tony. He's a cop. Hey, Tony, hi.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
Pussy.
Oh,
that's a cop. That's a cop, right.
Obviously, this guy didn't grow up in Brooklyn. What, are you kidding me? You act like a rabid dog. You bite that guy in the face. You got to be kidding me. You got to protect yourself in this city.
Yeah, but Tony, officer, is it really smart to, over a CD player? Who knows if the guy's got a knife and the guy's probably a better fighter than you are?
I don't know what he's going to do either.
Go ahead.
The first mistake he made was not paying attention to what was going on.
That's what
And he also was sitting near the door, which you never do. Why? Because then didn't he reach in and bang you?
Oh, yeah.
Also, when guys run out of the car, they grab stuff from you as they're leaving.
That's
so
true.
you're a mark. You were a mark 2 times.
Yeah. His mistake was not paying attention, not looking him in the eye.
See, it was all your fault, JD.
Yeah, it was all my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you idiot.
You were asking for
The
it.
only thing you did wrong was not pay attention.
I'll apologize to the guy.
They come on a train, and as soon as they come on a train, you go, hey, how you doing? What's going on, guys?
So
and they know right away they're not going to mess with you. How's it going? What's doing? And if you're really that scared, you turn around, you get off the train, and you find a cop.
Bingo.
And JD, tell the rest.
Where are you going to find a cop at 1:45 in the morning when you're stuck in a box with these guys?
Donut
Wow, hey. Well, you know what? I'm surprised none came to his aid because I'm sure he was screaming like a woman.
Yeah, you know what? We're probably not hearing the whole story.
You know what?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, at what point did you give them oral?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know that JD was really
I've never done this
intimidating.
before.
Really intimidating when he went, ha, 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 how you doing?
Did you pee your pants?
No. Want to listen to some Probot?
Hey, you didn't
I
pee.
just saw some 9-year-old kids selling a Probot CD on the corner here.
The kids are probably 9 years old.
No.
Let me tell you something. You grab one, you fight him. The other 2 are going to think twice about fighting you.
Well, hey, he ain't much of a fighter.
Hey, well, then what's he doing in Brooklyn?
All right, thank you.
Obviously, he didn't grow up there.
All right, thank you, Tony.
He ain't much of a money earner either.
Excuse me, Tony, where do the fags live?
Exactly.
What borough?
Yeah, where should all the fags live?
Yeah.
Thanks, Robin, again.
Queens?
Queens, yeah.
God, you should move to Queens.
You see? That's
Not
good.
the county of King.
That's good sound advice from a New York police officer. The fags live in Queens.
Yeah, the officer is telling you to move to Queens because you're a big fag.
You fag.
Howard, I moved to Queens. I got raped by a fag.
Oh, the only thing that can make this story funnier is if you were raped.
And then he kissed the back of my neck.
All right, Tony, thank you.
All right, I'll be good, man.
Thank you,
Happy
officer.
holidays.
All right, same to you.
guys.
Happy holidays.
Those kids are...
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, fag.
Yeah, you shouldn't be living in Brooklyn, I guess.
Well, I would like to move into the city, but...
City?
Well,
No.
You're in the city.
Got to move to Queens.
Right now,
Village.
right now, that guy's doing a line of coke off your Dave Grohl CD.
Dude, at the very least, why don't you take some mace with you?
Okay.
Is it illegal to carry tasers?
I don't know about tasers, but I know I could give you some mace.
Yeah. I thought that was illegal, too. I don't know.
Hey, Howard.
Yo.
I got a serious piece of advice for JD and anyone else listening. Ride the first car
Well, that's what I
or
did.
the middle car.
I got in the first car, like, after the next stop, I was like, you know...
After the mugging.
There's always a conductor in the first car.
Well, I usually ride in the second car thinking that might be somewhat safe.
Of course, there's always a chance
Wait a second.
the conductor will rob you.
Why would you ride in the second car?
Because it's right outside, right beside the stairway where...
Why not go to the first car where the conductor is?
Well, I am now.
In fact, you should sit on the conductor's lap.
Yeah, you should be in the conductor's booth.
You should have been like...
Actually, I think you
Can I
got...
toot the horn?
Actually, I think you got mugged by the conductor's son.
Hey, there's a mark back in car 3.
I got to take a break. I'm sorry to hear that, but
That
take the
was-
iPod. At least it could replace your CD player.
JD, that is a funny story. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anything I can do for the show, you know?
Leave it in the box so they can just have it fresh.
All right, JD, thank you.
right,
All right, there he is, Mr. Gay Universe, JD. He, not really. I mean,
That's a horror.
it's a horror story.
Come on. You know the real story.
JD, are you racist now? A lot of guys go racist after something.
Well, that's
like
what happens,
that.
yeah.
You might not like black people now.
Well,
That happens.
That happens, yeah.
Do you not like black people now? You can be honest.
Do I not like black? No,
You didn't like him before.
I like everyone fine. I just...
Aren't you, you're not making this a racial thing, are you?
No.
Tomorrow his head will be shaved. He'll be wearing jack
Would
boots.
have been the same thing if, like, 3 white guys came on and started jumping around, started messing with people.
Right.
All right.
In 1914. Come here, Muggsy. Let me have your wallet.
Nah, Shaq.
Come on,
Give us your
Worm.
wallet.
Hey, Worm.
We're forming a gang, Shaq.
We're going to go knock off an apple cart.
All right.
JD, man, you know, that is great.
Yeah, maybe you should join the JDL.
The JDL.
What's that?
What's that?
What's JDL?
Jewish Defense League. Or the Guardian Angels you should join.
Yeah, that's what you need. Is
I need that cool red jacket.
Hey, I tell you what, if a Guardian Angel been there, that crap wouldn't have gone down.
Exactly.
Wow. if I was the only guardian angel.
You should dress in a red beret. Maybe they'll leave you alone.
that won't make me less noticeable.
Stop. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Come on, poor JD's getting punched in the face on the subway.
Man, I every once in a while this weekend I would stop and just giggle about that story.
Meanwhile, I want to catch those guys who mugged JD on the subway.
Yeah, let's do it.
What I'm thinking about is, Benji and I were talking about this, that we should get a police sketch artist down here.
Post them on the website?
Post them on the website. Hey, JD, get in here. What's the matter with you?
Can he describe them?
You know the great way JD can verbally paint a picture?
He's got such a strong command of the language.
No.
And then we'll put out an APB?
Yeah.
And then what there was another idea.
We put out an APB, too.
What was the other idea?
Like a hypnotist, just get...
And maybe if you can't recall what these guys look like, we'll get you hypnotized.
Well, there's no way I could remember two of them because I didn't really look at them at all.
But the guy who punched you in the face, you know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And he can lead us to the rest.
Here, describe them, and I'll try and sketch something. I mean, let me see what I can do. I am pretty good at sketching.
You are our police artist.
It was a young male?
Yes.
Black?
Yeah. Not like dark black, but sort of like...
Like a Will Smith?
Yeah.
That tone of skin?
Yeah. Could have been Hispanic?
More like a milky brown or whatever. I don't know.
Milky brown.
Milky brown.
Is he darker than Robin or lighter than Robin?
Milky sauce.
Lighter.
Lighter than Robin?
Yeah, he's talking Cafe au lait, I think.
All right.
Would like to say.
Would you
Milky
say,
brown.
did he have a broad, flat nose or more like a white guy's nose? More defined or flat?
Maybe sort of flat. I don't really know.
Hairdo? What did he have hair?
He had cornrows.
Cornrows?
Yes.
All right, that's the first thing I'll draw.
You're drawing cornrows.
I'm drawing cornrows. You know what? Hell with a police artist. I can do this.
Wait a minute. Milky brown, cornrows, sort of flat
How long
nose.
was the cornrows?
Sounds like ludicrous.
I don't know.
Were they past his shoulders?
I didn't see the back of his head.
No, at the back of his head. Like when you saw, were they flopping into his face and stuff like Rick James?
No.
Was he wearing a hat? What are you talking about?
Tight
but short. Like kind of.
Yeah.
Like Halle Berry's last husband.
Like sort of Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah, Latrell is what he's talking about.
He grew it.
You know what I smell here? JD mugged himself and he's blaming it on black guys.
Yeah, it's like a Susan Smith.
Yeah, we've seen this before, buddy.
All right, and he had a big nose, like a flat nose?
Yeah. How tall? Maybe about my height. I don't.
You're drawing.
What kind of, was he wearing eyewear, glasses, or was he?
No, he sort of had, like, his eyes were sort of slanty a little bit.
Like Chinese looking?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He had crazy eyes.
Maybe he was Filipino, maybe. I don't know.
Any tattoos?
No, he was wearing sort of like a jacket, I think, and like a jersey.
Anything, big lips, big full lips, or like white guy lips?
I wasn't studying those.
Oh, come on, dude.
Dude, I don't know.
Don't
show
worry
his
about
face and describe his mouth, yeah. Doesn't mean you're gay.
Yeah, he's politically correct kids nowadays. Do you have big lips or what?
I guess he had big lips.
You racist!
Hey, could you see his ears? Like, or his hair cover his ears?
I don't really remember.
Oh, my God.
You're the worst.
Is he thin or a little bit chunky?
He looked like he could have been, like, built, but, like, you know, he had a jacket on and stuff, so oversized clothing.
Was his face big or thin?
Sort of thick.
Thick.
Yeah.
All right.
And was he tall or short?
Well, he was about my height.
I got his head drawn.
Dreamboat.
We'll never find anybody from that drawing.
You haven't seen it.
I saw it. I was watching you draw it.
How do you watch? Oh.
You drew Mr. Potato Head.
That's the guy. Go get him.
Who is that?
I've narrowed it down to 20 million people.
I think his nose was a little bit smaller than that.
You said a wide nose, dude.
We're looking for that guy who plays the guitar on Fat Albert.
Hey, wait a second. Looks like Gary Dell'Abate. Hello, JD. I'm going to punch you in the face.
You sure these guys weren't Sicilian?
Well, there. No, we should get a sketch artist in here.
And then we need the hypnotist, because JD has no ability to describe it.
I think he's hypnotized right now. He sounds like he's under. Hey, Johnny boy, what's up? You're on.
Xin chào cả mọi người. Và hôm nay bên em lại về một chiếc xe CX-8 của Mazda, xe sản xuất 2020, bản 2.5, xe Premium. Và CX-8 là một trong những dòng xe gọi là cao cấp, thuộc dòng xe SUV. Con xe này mới siêu lướt mới đi được rất là ít thôi, 2 vạn. Và con này thì cũng lại bị